Anthropic just walked into Microsoft's enterprise stack, not a quick blog post integration. Claude is now deployed inside Microsoft Foundry, the same platform Fortune 500 companies already trust for their AI. If you are a solo builder, this changes what you can ship and who you can ship it to. Here is what shifted and the 5 moves to make this week. Anthropic and Microsoft just made it official at the Code with Claude Conference. Claude Sonnet 4.6 is now a first class model inside Microsoft Foundry, Microsoft's unified platform for building AI applications and agents at scale. You provision Claude the same way enterprise teams provision Azure resources. You get an endpoint, you get a key, you get observability, compliance, and governance out of the box. The model is identical. The chassis around it is enterprise grade. Microsoft Foundry is not a copilot, it is the platform underneath. 4 products sit inside it. Foundry models. That is where Claude lives. Agent service for orchestrating multi agent workflows. Tools and integrations, over 1400 of them. And machine learning services like fine tuning. You work in your normal stack: Visual Studio Code, GitHub, Visual Studio, Copilot Studio. Foundry is the substrate. Until last week, you couldn't bring Claude to that substrate. You had to choose. Now the choice is gone. 3 enterprise primitives just plugged into every Claude agent you build on Foundry. 1. Microsoft Defender. Threat detection on every agent action. Solo builders never had this. You get it for free. 2. Microsoft Purview. Data governance and compliance enforcement. If your client is regulated, finance, health, legal, Purview is the difference between a demo and a deployment. 3. Microsoft Entra ID. Identity backed authentication. No more ENV files with hard coded keys floating in your repo. Agents authenticate as identities. Permissions are real. This is the security stack every enterprise required before they would even let you pitch. Claude just inherited it. Now the toy chest. Over 1400 built in connectors and MCP tools already wired. SAP ServiceNow, Salesforce, SharePoint, Dynamics, GitHub, Outlook, Teams, Power BI. All of them reachable from a Claude agent through one Foundry endpoint. You do not write the integration. You do not chase the API docs. You do not babysit OAuth refresh tokens. You declare the tool. Claude calls it. The agent service handles the rest. This is the part that quietly destroys most AI integration startups built in the last 12 months. Here is the shift. You are not an indie builder anymore. You are an enterprise operator with one tab open. The same Claude you use to ship your weekend projects now talks to SAP modules at companies with thousands of employees. The same MCP pattern you use to read a local file now reads a SharePoint that holds a Fortune 500's contracts. Solo builders just got handed the same primitives. Accenture charges 6 figures to assemble. What you do with the next 90 days decides whether you sell that work or watch it sell. 5 moves to make this week. Move 1. Provision Claude in Foundry. Open Microsoft Foundry. Click Models. Deploy Claude Sonnet 4.6. You get a target, URI, and a key. Move 2. Wire the endpoint into your existing code. The endpoint follows the Anthropic compatible path. Same SDK, same message shape. If you are coming from the Anthropic API, this is a copy paste swap. One important note from the workshop: strip the trailing /v1 messages from the endpoint. Foundry's path is the base URL, not the messages route. People wasted 10 minutes on that exact line. Move 3. Pick up the Microsoft Agent Framework. It is open source. It runs in Python and TypeScript. It is the layer that turns the Claude endpoint into a real agent with memory, tools, and lifecycle. You pass the client. You pass instructions. You get an agent object. 5 lines of code. Move 4. Plug in MCP. Every Foundry connector is exposed as an MCP server. You hand the agent an MCP URL. The agent now has every tool that server exposes without writing a single wrapper. In the live workshop, this is how the Cupcake Shop agent went from chatbot to actual order taker in under a minute. Move 5. Load prompts and instructions from MCP. This is the part most builders miss. MCP servers do not just expose tools, they expose prompts and resources. Your agent persona, your welcome banner, your domain instructions live on the server, not in your code. When the business updates a procedure, you do not redeploy. The next agent run pulls the new prompt. This is enterprise grade prompt management with zero infrastructure. If you take one thing from this video, take this move. If you are building AI agents and want the operator playbooks the day they drop, subscribe. Hit the bell. I ship breakdowns like this every week. Comment Foundry below and I will send you the Foundry Operator Playbook PDF, the 5-move checklist, the endpoint gotcha, the MCP prompt pattern, and a ranked list of the connectors solo builders should plug in first. Anthropic just walked into Microsoft stack. Walk in with them.